In this guide to buying houseplants, I will be sharing with you some things you need to consider looking out for before going to the plant shop, while you're in the plant shop, and after you have bought your new plant babies. First, let's talk about things you need to consider before going to a plant shop. What kind of plant parent do you think you will be, or do you want to be? Will you have a lot of time, or are you willing to give a lot of time for plant care? This means time for watering, repotting when needed, and inspecting your plants, each stem, each leaf, for regular plant health checkups. Will you have time to regularly check for pests, yellowing or browning of leaves, and things like that? If you don't have much time for plant care, then consider getting plants that need less of your attention, less frequent watering, and repotting, like snake plants, cacti, and succulents. Usually, plants that have thicker leaves retain more water and need less watering. If your answer is yes and you have a lot of time for plant care, then you could probably get away with any plant in the plant store. The next thing you need to consider is what space and lighting do you have in your home? Do you have an outdoor space or a balcony area that receives bright, direct sunlight? Do you have a space inside the home with a big window? Does that room receive morning sunlight or afternoon sunlight? Will you be able to provide grow lights if natural light is insufficient? Assess your space and observe the movement of the sunlight entering the room. Plants have different light requirements, and your space should be able to accommodate that specific need. Remember that afternoon sunlight can be harsh to some plants and can burn their leaves, but some plants thrive in direct sunlight. Some plants can survive in low light spaces, but they will thrive and grow faster in brighter spaces. The next thing is to get plant inspiration. Find out what plants are out there through Facebook plant groups, Instagram plant posts, and plant hauls. Which plants catch your eye and make you excited? Take note of those plants and make a plant wish list. The last thing you need to do is find that plant that fits your plant parent type and your space. You just have to research about two things: light requirements and water requirements. As for the light requirements, find out if your wishlist plant wants full sun or filtered light, and if it can handle direct sunlight or not. Then for water requirements, find out if your plant likes moist soil. This means that you need to water more frequently. And if the plant wants dry soil, this means that you need to water less frequently. Imagine a Venn diagram. The circle on the right includes all the plants that fit your plant parent type, and the circle on the left includes all the plants that can thrive in your space. That intersection right there in the middle, those are all the plants that are perfect for you and your space. If you are a type of plant parent that wants to have plants in a bright room but don't have much time for plant care, then consider getting some snake plants. They don't need much watering, and their roots like it when they're packed inside the pot or when they're root bound. That means you also don't need to repot a lot. Question of the day: what type of plant parent are you, or do you think you will be? Comment below, I'd like to know. Now that you're in the plant shop, it's time to look for that plant and inspect the plant closely. Look at all the leaves, especially the undersides and also the stems, and check for any pests that might be lurking around in there. Common pests are mealybugs and aphids. If you find any pests in there, just drop the plant and move on. Be careful of other plants near that infested one because they might be infested too. If you can, you might want to check if the roots are healthy. If the roots are black and mushy, then those are probably dead. You might also see some pests hiding in there like soil mealybugs, and you don't want that. If the plant you're holding passed the first two tests, then it's time to look for the plant that's the most lush. Choose the plant that looks the healthiest and has more stems. More stems means more plants you can divide in the future. When bringing home new plant babies, it's best to isolate them from the rest of your plants, if you already have plants in your home. This is just a precaution in case some bugs were able to hide from your inspection in the store. Check your new plant babies regularly and introduce them to the plant fam 1 or 2 weeks after isolation. Or it's up to you how long you want the isolation to be. Your plants will need adjusting to your home's environment. We can assume that they were provided with the optimal requirements they need in the plant farm. Let's face it, your home is not a plant farm and is probably not the best place for plants to thrive. So let them stay in the original pot or the nursery pot so that they can adjust to the new lighting in your home and also your plant care routine. To avoid repotting, just place the new plant in a cash pot. Hit that like button if you got value out of this video. Keep falling for foliage and watch more plant videos here.